Hi vinyl community, it's Michael again, back with another video. This time I'm just going to show a bunch of stuff. I haven't made videos in almost 2 years, so I got a lot of stuff that I haven't shown before. So I'm just going to get right into it, and we're going to start with this. This is Blue Cheer Outside Inside from 1968. Really good, psychedelic, hard rock, you name it. Everybody knows this album. At least everybody in the VC knows about it. But it's a great album. Put that up there. It's great. Lee Stevens on guitar, just so good. Like an album worth having in your collection if you like Blue Cheer. Excellent album. Up next, one of my favorite British bands. This is The Move. This is from 1968 also. This is their first album. It's made up mostly of singles that they released throughout 66 and 67. But it's great. It's like pop psych, late 60s British psychedelia, and it's good. It's well worth listening to. So we got that, and then also from The Move, I picked up this. This is their second album, Shazam. This one's really good too. This one is more psychedelic. Maybe this is from 1970, I believe. But yeah, it's more, the guitars are more, go into more leads. The first album was, like I said, it was pop singles. This, they kind of expand a little more, and they do a great version of The Last Thing on My Mind by Tom Paxton, originally done by Tom Paxton, but it's such a good version, and this whole album is great to listen to. So if you're into The Move and you like slightly, it's got psychedelic elements to it, but it's mostly just good rock. So if you're into The Move, check this one out. Really good album. Up next, this one. This is a Japanese pressing of The Who Sellout from 1980. This is a reissue. This was a reissue from 1980. It originally came out in 67 or 68. If you notice, it has a different, slightly different cover than the original. This is the original. You see you got Daltrey and Townshend on the front, as opposed to Moon and Townshend. So, excellent album. Everybody knows this. It's a great album. I just love the cover. I got several copies of this anyway, so I wanted another one. And this is it. It's a good album. Oh, and it also came with an Obi strip. Just great stuff. Up next, this is The Fall. I Am Curious Orange, or Orange as Mark Smith says it. This is from 1988. It was originally done as accompaniment to a ballet. And in fact, this is a 2021 reissue, and it comes with this. It's a program. It's a program for the ballet, And it's kind of cool to have, by Michael Clark and Company. And it's just good. It's one of the better fall albums. The fall have like 1,000,000 albums out. And some of their stuff is a little hard to get into. I will admit that. But once you get into them, it's great. And I love the fall. They're one of the best alternative rock bands. Now I'm going to jump back to the 60s. This is Clear Light on Elektra. This is from 1968. Elektra never has dates on their albums, but this is good psych rock, probably more leaning towards just rock, but it's good. If you dig 60s psychedelia, check this one out if you haven't already. Now this one I had to order from Mexico, and this is the Rolling Stones Satanic Majesty's Request, the Mexican version. You can see everything's written in Spanish, a different cover. This is a mono version. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's just so unique, I just had to have it. Originally I ordered this and it was $50. And when I got it, the guy said that it was in VG plus condition, and it's not. It's got scratches all over it and that. So I contacted him and told him the problem, and he gave me $25 back and told me to keep the record. So I guess it was worth it just for that. But it is a little playable, but it skips here and there. But it's nice to have just because it's so unusual, and it's a pretty rare version of the album. Next, we have, this is Budgie. This is from 1978, I believe, but this is really good hard rock. Anything by Budgie I can find, I'm gonna pick it up because they're a great band. Great hard rock 70s. It's on the A&M label. Really good, clean, nice clean copy. But well worth having. A little trouble there with getting it back in the bag. Up next, this is Golden Earring, Hearing Earring. This is like a best of their early stuff before Radar Love, and because they were around for a long time before they got big with Radar Love. And what's kind of neat about this is there's a Braille right here. I guess it's all the song titles in Braille, but it's pretty cool, and it's pretty good. If you like Golden Earring, you want to check out some of their earlier stuff, this is a good album to find. Really good. Well worth having. Up next, this one I've been looking for a long time, and the originals are crazy stupid money. This is a counterfeit, but it was it was fairly priced, so I picked this up. Black Flag, My War. It's originally released in 1983. This is a 2020 counterfeit reissue, but just great. Black Flag, man, they were such a good punk band. I got several other albums, Slip It In, and Loose Nuts, and the first album, Damage. They're a great punk band. Up next, this is The Open Mind. This is fantastic. I love this album. This is from 1968. Really good psych. I mean, guitar work on this is just excellent. I don't know what more to say about it. Just if you like psych, and I'm sure like Bill at Michigan Record Club probably has this and knows about it. But if you don't know, just check it out. It's really good. This one, Cosmic Brian showed, and it looked interesting, so I picked it up. This is Glitter House, Colorblind. It's really good. I wouldn't call this psych, but it's pretty good rock, maybe with a little bit touches of psych. But the opening track, Tinkerbell's Mind, reminds me of Love. And I know Brian had said that he thought this album was right up there with Forever Changes. And I wouldn't go that far, but it is a good album and it's worth checking out if you like that kind of music. So thanks for that, Brian. Up next, this is a compilation album. This is Battle of the Bands on Vox Records. This is pretty good. It's got a lot of garage psych type stuff from the 80s. There's Zebra Stripes, Gravedigger 5, the Mr. Machine, the Telltale Hearts, the Pandoras, the Eyes of Mind, Electric Peace. Just really good garage rock with psych elements to it. I love that cover. It's just so cool. Good. I'll put that away later. Up next, this is another one I've been looking for a long time. And had to settle for a reissue. This is Ultimate Spinach. This is a Sunday's reissue on green vinyl. Like, woohoo! Like bottle green. But this is excellent. It's an excellent psych album. I want to try to get their other one, Behold and See. And that one I'm having a little bit difficulty trying to get a hold of. I know Sunday's reissued that one too, but it's even the reissues are expensive. I lucked out when I found this one. I only paid about $25 for it, but I've seen the Behold and See reissues going as high as $50. And that's a little bit high for a reissue. So up next, this band I discovered about a year ago. They're called The Witches. And this is their album, Annabelle Dream Reader. Really good punk, Um, Lots of feedback and distortion on the guitars. Um, the vocals are kind of, some young guy and he screams half the time, but it's really good. Uh, they got great songwriting. This is the inner sleeve, kind of almost psychedelic in a punky kind of way. And there's the album, the label. But it's a good band. They got several albums out. This I think is their first. And a couple other ones out. This one originally came out in 2014. But check them out. If you like distorted guitars and screaming vocals, this may be just for you. But check them out. They're really good. The Witches, it's spelled with a Y. The Witches Annabelle Dream Reader. So good. Up next, this is Chrome. This came out in, I think sometime in the 80s, maybe early 80s. This is Half Machine Lip Moves. This is a reissue. This is great. This is kind of hard, punky, almost, I want to say a futuristic sound to them. Kind of industrial a little bit. This is all over the place, but if you like unusual stuff, this is a great album to listen to. It's not something I would listen to all the time, but it's worth it. I had it years ago, and then I recently rediscovered it, and yeah, it's a good album to listen to when you're in the mood. Next one, this is another Mexican release. Had to have this one. This is the Mexican version of Killer by the Alice Cooper Band, the original band. See, they changed the cover slightly. The one with the snake is really good. It's just Asesino. That's Spanish for killer, I guess. But really unique cover. I like getting albums that have, well-known albums that have different artwork. Sort of like this Black Sabbath. I think I showed that a while back. That's really good. Yeah, this is, I'll show this. It's just on the regular Warner Brothers. This is like a reissue from 1980. So, there you go. But everybody knows Killer and Alice Cooper. It's a great album. Now this one, this is the Gobetweens, 16 Lovers Lane. This is an Australian band. This is so good. This is from 1985. Oh, I'm sorry, 1988. This is obviously it's a promo cutout, whatever you want to call it, and it's on Capitol Records, on the purple Capitol label. But excellent album. Kind of alternative rock, but with kind of a folky edge to it. There's some acoustic guitars. The songwriting on this is just excellent. If you like the mid to late 80s alternative, kind of in the vein of 10,000 Maniacs and more softer sounding. But this is good. It's really, really good. You know, check it out sometime. And next up, this is the Jesus and Mary chain, Stoned and Dethroned. This is from 1995. I saw them on this tour, and they were touring with Mazzy Star. This was an excellent, excellent show, and this is an excellent album to go with it. I don't know if they had a hit off of this or not, but it's good. It's good all the way through. It's more acoustic for them. There's a little bit softer sound than they usually did on their previous albums, but it's well worth it. If you like Jesus and Mary Chain, if you don't know about this album, check it out. It's really good. It's Stoned and Dethroned. Next, this one is Dark Carnival. This is a Detroit band featuring Ron Ashton from the Stooges, and this girl here, her name's Niagara. She's an artist. This is really good punk, hard rock. I don't know what else to say. It's just, if you like that kind of stuff, if you like Ron Ashton's guitar work, you're gonna get it on this. You know, I think this is the only thing that they released as far as vinyl goes. But it's well worth seeking out and having. Yeah, Dark Carnival, and the album's called The Last Great Ride. You want to check that out. It's really worth having if you're into that kind of music. I love Ron Ashton. I love everything he did with the Stooges. So that was worth it. Just a few more here. This one is The Damned Strawberries. This is, I'm not sure which album this is in their catalog. This is from the 80s, 1982, but really good. If you like Machine Gun Etiquette, this is pretty good too. This is up there with that. So worth checking out if you're a fan of The Damned, which of course I am. And this one, Screamin' Jay Hawkins, Spell on You, B-Sides and Rarities. This is pretty good. I love his version of I Put a Spell on You, but I like Creedence Clearwater Revival's version better. But this is really good. It's somewhat kind of novelty rock, you know, from the mid to late 50s. It says all tracks recorded in 1955 to 1961. So, yeah, he was like an early theatrical. I mean, he mixed theatrics with his stage show, kind of like maybe he was an inspiration for Alice Cooper and Kiss and all them later on. But yeah, this is great. If you like old 50s style rock and roll, this is good. This is worth checking out. Yeah, Screamin' Jay Hawkins. I heard that when he died, like all his illegitimate children turned up for some reading of the will, and there was like over 50 people. So it's like, wow. This is a reissue. This is The Church, Priest Equals Aura. This is fantastic. This is such a good album. If you like The Church, alternative rock, I don't know. I can't really describe their music that well. It's good. If you like The Church, if you like the album, what was it? Starfish. This is in that same vein. Just a great album. This is a 2-record set on Arista on black vinyl. Just it's so good. It's an excellent addition to the collection. The Church. I have their other one, Gold Afternoon Fix, which is equally as good as this one. And next we have, this is a band out of Rhode Island. This is from 1984. This is Plan 9, Dealing with the Dead. This is like modern 80s psychedelia, garage psych. Really good. The guitar work in this is just fantastic. If you haven't heard this album, you might want to check it out. This Plan 9, I love the artwork on this. It's so good. But check it out sometime if you get a chance. All their albums are really good and worth having. And finally, the last one here. Wow, I'm running over here. But this is Blues Creation, Demon and 11 Children. This is really good. Really good Japanese psych from 1970. You can see there everything's written in Japanese. This isn't a Japanese pressing, I don't think, but it's so good. The guitar work on this is fantastic. Their first album, which was just called Blues Creation, it was more or less like typical blues rock, like Cream and that kind of stuff. But this is just went total psych, and it's just so good. I mean, get your hands on a copy of this if you're into psych. This is well worth having. It's so good. Yep. Demon and 11 Children by Blues Creation. So, that's it for now. I'm running kind of long here, almost 30 minutes. This is like one of the longest videos I ever made. So, take care, VC. You're all welcome to come back anytime, and I'll see you soon. Bye.